Okay, I think we're recording now. Alrighty, so welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us, and I would like to hand you over to Karen Mahoney. So thank you very much, Karen. Over to you.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for your time this afternoon or this evening, and we're really excited to be able to talk with you about the app and to hear about how you've been using it and all the great experiences that you have had. One of the wonderful things about the app is it's actually designed to save you time and also to actually make your business operate more effectively. I think sometimes when we're looking at new technology, it can, depending on what generation that we're from or our confidence with it, it can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming. But I think it's important for us to realise that not that long ago, we didn't use Facebook, or that maybe we didn't actually have a mobile phone that had a camera and a map and all of our music on board and all the other resources. It's clock. Imagine.
Sorry.
That's okay. But that was right on cue,
Someone's
Robert.
wanting to employ me to do a job for them.
That's exactly what they're all designed to do.
It's not a vantage one though, unfortunately.
So the wonderful thing about having the app on the phone is it is designed to make everything easier. I don't know about you, but I always have, if I'm talking to somebody, I'll jot down their details and then I think I'll add them into the phone later, and then I'll send them a video, or then I'll follow up with some other information and put them into the onto the Facebook page or into Team Active or into Activate My Life, and also send them the link to the Activate My Life web page. But the wonderful thing is that while you're talking with somebody, wherever it might be, over coffee or perhaps at the playground, you can actually just invite or offer them, would you mind if I take your details, and you can put them straight into the phone and straight into the app, and you've got all the details there. So wouldn't it be great if we can all save some time and maybe make our days a little bit more effective so we can have some more space to do the things we like to do?
Yes.
So we might just quickly go around the ground. What are some of the key things? I know I'll get you to give us a wave if you've already uploaded the app onto your phone. And fantastic, well done to everyone. And maybe just keep your hand up if you've had a chance to have a bit of a play with it as well. Great. And for those that haven't, this is a really good thing because you're actually going to get some experience from some of the others and some tips as well. So quickly around the group, maybe if you'd like to share, what's your key questions that you'd like to get out of this session today?
I'll start first. For me, I guess, is I just want to utilise the tool. I watched the video that you sent through the link.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought it was a very powerful tool
Yes.
if it's to be used right. So I'm excited to actually start using it. I guess it's that little bit of apprehensive and a bit daunting to use it. So if there was a buddy that you could do it with, or a friend that you could experiment with before you actually go out to the wider market, I would feel a little bit more comfortable.
That's a wonderful idea, Helga. I think that that would definitely be something that we can integrate and encourage everybody to do. Because you're right, it's got so many great resources, and you don't want to suddenly be sending that out to prospective clients and distributors, and maybe it doesn't say or experience exactly what you want it to do. So let's definitely buddy up as we go along through this session. Thank you. Anyone else got maybe a question or something that they want to know about what the app does?
I do. I've
Thanks,
played with it a little bit, and thankfully the people I've sent stuff to, I've had a conversation on Messenger before or over the phone and said, I'm just learning. I've got the L plates on. So I'm going to try and send you the videos. If you could message me back. But I don't know, it doesn't really have alerts to let me know if they've messaged back. And when I watched the video with Ryan, and I've watched some of his lives on his Facebook page, and he talks about it a little bit. Like, it alerts you, like if they've watched it. Like, I don't know where to go to see that someone's seen my message.
Okay,
and
great.
that kind of thing, because that would be important.
Absolutely.
I've sort of worked out how to put them in a category.
Okay, great.
And that sort of thing. But when I've messaged them, to know that I've had to go to Facebook Messenger and say, I've sent you a message, or send them a natural text message. Can you let me know that you've seen it? And that's a bit embarrassing, because I think I should know how to know.
Oh, well, I appreciate your honesty, and we'll certainly have a look at a couple of those things and identify how we can do that. And I believe that incorporating Helga's suggestion about a buddy system and just practicing a few of these tips and techniques it'll definitely make it a lot smoother as well.
And I've got another question.
Right.
And it's also like the flow of the what to send. Like, there's so much choice. Like, I know most of the people I've sent, one was interested in product and one was interested in product and business opportunity. So, yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Wonderful. Now, what about Andrew? I know that you mentioned that you're yet to get on there, but what are some of the things that you're keen to find out about?
I think I was just hoping to get on and play with it, but I don't have a clue what's on there at all. The thing is, from a sales point of view, it's always good to have a list of contacts and where you're at with each contact. I don't know if it has that. It updates you to, what level they're at, what you've done with them. If you've just had a first call, second call, third call, and if you've presented anything, or I suppose so that you don't have to remember everyone.
Absolutely
helpful for me, but I don't know what's in there. Maybe it says there.
Yes, you've created a great wish list, and those things are all in there as well. Okay, so cool. Once we'll go through and have a look at those, and then you'll be able to get on there and have a play and share that information around as well, which is great. Fantastic, thank you. And Leanne, you're there as well. What are you hoping to get out of?
Yeah. I figure that with the weights, you can sit in your chair.
I think you're on mute.
Yeah, I tried. Man, my phone's playing up. I'm on the phone because I'm trying to do stuff on the computer as well. I'm trying to multitask.
That's okay. That's all right. Well, you're doing very well. So I guess if we can add some things that might allow you some more time to multitask, that'll be good.
Oh, it's all good. I'm happy to listen and learn, and then I haven't had much of a fiddle with the app at the moment yet. But I thought I'd just listen to what everybody else has got to say tonight, and it might even answer questions before I even have to ask them.
Okay, terrific. That's great. And Julie, anything in particular that you are after?
No, I'm just looking forward to just everything.
Okay, great.
We just wanted, pretty much what Helga said. Just looking forward to using it, but a little bit hesitant. Don't know what it's about totally. We haven't had an education on it yet, apart from the little video, which I can't even remember much about because I haven't played it for a while. So that's about it.
All right, that's wonderful. Thank you, Julie, and hi Warwick as well. All right, and Desley, I know that you're keen to get on there, and so we'll run through some of the things, and we've also got Melissa on there as well. So, hi, I'm sure you're just busting to get on there. I know that you've been really keen.
I'm over it.
Well, we definitely need to get that set up and sorted out for you. So that's
we will, love. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and Melissa, anything in particular, or have you had a chance to have a look at it?
Oh, hello. No, I haven't actually had a chance to look at it. I just thought I'd listen in to see if I can gather any of the information.
Perfect, that's great. Well, look, thanks everybody for sharing your insights, and I think it is definitely one of those things that the more that we can get familiar with it, the easier it's going to get. And I would definitely like you to think about maybe who in your tribe could be your buddy. And that way, then what you can do is before you jump onto Facebook every day or whatever your social media vice might be, press the app and have a look or have a play, and then be able to maybe send that to your buddy. So just start thinking about that as we go through some of the things today. Now, one of the most important things, and I think we've definitely identified that today, is that it's great to have the app, and unless we actually open it up or we find it and then we install it onto our phone and then we physically open it, it's not going to activate or do anything for us. So I likened it to actually having my bottle of Protandim. I can have it, the box delivered as it was today, but if that just sits in the cupboard looking all shiny and new, nothing's going to happen unless I physically open the bottle and take the tablet out and install it and hopefully be activated. So I would hope that tonight will just inspire you to think about that. Maybe when you take your tablet every day, just have your app there, just open it up, and away you go, and have a look at one thing. All right. So, and maybe encourage everybody else in your team to do that. Perhaps within your team, if you like to even just send a message each day, maybe a little emoji of one thing that you've learned or were reminded of, or something that you might have discovered to make it easier for you. So I'm just going to get Helga just to quickly slide through the next slide. I think it's really important to allow yourself to know just to take it slowly. What if we just did one tiny little thing different each day, and we just did that 1% between now and the conference, which is on at the end of the month? How many days have we got till then? It's maybe about 20 days, would it be? I think, around about that. So if we just do one thing and add that, even if all you do is get the app onto your phone, it's going to be there, and then you can just be familiar with what is actually on there. Okay, so the first thing I'm just going to, I've got one here on my phone, so I'm just going to step you through. You would go to, let's just make sure that I've got that on there. Oh, how is that for the screen? Not really good. That's Larry the Lab on our phone. All right. Now, depending on where you are, you would need to go to either your Google Play Store or your iStore and type in Life Vantage app. And then that's going to allow you to simply select it, and then you're going to install it onto your phone. And when you install it and open it, it's going to come to this screen here. Everybody will, oh, that's not really, yeah. Okay, it's going to open up, and this is what the screen will look like. Can anybody tell me whose face is going to be the first thing that you see on the screen?
Darren Jensen.
Darren Jensen, that's right. So Darren Jensen is also coming to the conference. So how cool will that be that you could actually maybe tell him you watched him on the video and one thing that you've learnt from the app or how you've used it. So that's pretty cool. Now, when you do, and in fact, before you can get there, there is in fact where you need to log in, and that's where you need your ID, the one that you would normally log into your Life Vantage area, and your password. And then that's just going to open up for you. Now, once you're actually into that screen, I'm just going to take you through a quick tour. You'll notice at the bottom of the screen there.
Karen, would you like me to stop sharing the screen so you can...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that might help people see.
Yeah, to see it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Stop share. There we are. Can people see Karen a bit better now?
We can see you. You're on the main screen, Helga.
Oh, how do I get off?
Maybe when Karen starts talking, she'll come on, because that usually is what happens. There we go.
Well, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. So what we'll notice on the bottom of the screen here, that there's actually 4 icons. The first one is the deck. So as soon as you log on, everybody gets the same 11 cards. So it's just like you've been dealt a deck of cards, and those cards are either a combination of training cards, media cards, and also action cards. So each of those cards allow you to do something. Now you can move those cards simply by swiping up, and you'll see them there. Now, if you've got your app open, you can certainly go through and have a look at that. Now, you don't have to action all of those immediately, because you might just want to get straight in there and do it, and do what you need to do. So there are, in fact, you can either snooze, which we've got here, or you might also have, sorry.
Today, you'll learn an easy technique to...
And that's just taking us through the training video. All right. Now, earlier on, Robin was asking about if something actually is sent out to a customer, where does that message come back to you to let them, you know that they've watched it? It should, in fact, show up for you. Sorry. On the little messenger at the bottom, so that notification messenger. And we're going to go through and actually do a practice run of that. Over on this side here, we've got people. Now, once you download the app, that will actually bring across all your contacts, your customers and your distributors from the other site. And then you also have media. So there's already existing presentations and training sessions in each of those areas. So just to have a look at that, I'll just take you through. So if I select people, that brings up this particular screen. So it shows you your network at the top. That's where all your distributors and customers are going to be that have come across. You've then got meetings where you can actually program in your meetings, and then you have your details here. So this shows you your information and also includes your personal volume, and you can work your way across that screen there as well. Just to show you the network screen, you'll notice there that it has all your customers and distributors listed, or you can choose to select just customers or just distributors. Okay, and I'm just going to take you back to the main screen. So you can just move your way through the screen here and to the menu. The main menu is across the bottom. So remember, we've got the deck, we've got messages, so any follow-up all comes through on the message, and it's going to add to your deck of cards. You've then got all your contacts for your people and your media and presentations. So just to show you what the media looks like, that is the screen there. You can select from the training, also the presentations, and you can select various ones to go into your favorites. So when you select favorites, it will come straight up. Okay, now most importantly, you're probably wondering, how do I add new customers? Can anybody have a guess? Looking at that menu, what button do you... Thanks, Robin. Great. Prize for Robin, maybe some Pro Tandem. No. All right, so that's exactly what we do. So if you're following on and you're at home, you can simply press the plus button, and it's going to bring up this screen here. Now, the great thing about this is it's very intuitive. So what do you think we're going to do at the top? We're going to add our contact, or if you want to create a meeting in relation to like tonight's meeting, you can add that into there. If you want to create a cart, maybe you want to send somebody some information about a particular product, you can do it from there. And also if you want to enroll a brand new distributor, you do it from here.
I attempted to do a meeting today because I wanted to book a phone call to call somebody, like put a time. Is that what you'd use that for as well?
Yeah,
I don't know, because I put in the girl's name and like I put the contact in and the time that I wanted to call.
Okay, great. And did that send a message to her as well, Rob?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, let's try that out. Okay. So what I'd like you to do, if you are already on the app, if you've got it there, you might already know somebody in your tribe, or maybe you've got somebody in the house that's also got another phone. What I'd like you to do is you're going to add a contact in. So remembering, we're going to go from the plus screen at the plus at the very bottom of the menu. Here we're going to press, if you were back at the main screen, so you'd press plus and we just select add a contact. Now what you'll notice is it comes up here and asks you if you would like to import directly from your phone. So rather than having to add in somebody's details again when you know you have them in your phone, you can simply select it from there. Or you can select to add manually. So in this case, I'm going to import from my phone. So I've just selected the import, and it's going to bring up all the contacts that I actually already have in my phone. Now I can scroll through there and find the one that I want. And I simply select that. Now this is actually my husband's phone, so I'm just going to use this one as an example. So we've got my contact details are there, and that's just automatically come across from the contacts. Now you'll notice that as you move down the screen, you can then select the interest level of the person. Are they ready to enroll, ready to purchase, interested but not ready? So you can just simply select one of those. And then when you go to the bottom of the screen, it then allows you to show advanced information. Now this is where Robin was suggesting to us that she'd selected a customer that was maybe health conscious, or that was interested in the business, or that was a supporter. So that might be somebody from your own distribution team. Now the reason that you would select that is because it will show up in your contacts list just as a prompt and a reminder for you. Okay, and then once we've done all that, we simply select to add at the top of the screen. Now, for those that are maybe trialing this at home, I hope you've been able to add that contact or add somebody else. Now, if you were just adding the information of somebody manually, again, we would select add contact, select manually, and that brings up their details to then be able to go through and add their information. Now, once we have actually done that, it would usually bring up a card here where you could then take the next option of what you were going to share with that person. So it would allow you to then share, coming back to Robin's question, which was about how do you know in what order to share it. And that would bring up firstly for you the video about the product, and then it would prompt you that they've watched it, or if they haven't watched it. And then you can simply work your way through the card. I'll just see if that comes up here. Okay. So I'm just going to utilize this one here. So it's come up with this example. Let's see if we can able to show you. So it's just popped up here with the information, and it says update my profile. This particular person was interested, and it says let's start the conversation. Now, when we select to start the conversation, it automatically brings up a message for you. and it will attach the video, and then you send it. Now, a couple of key things about this is that this information is going to be sent via what's called a long code. So it's going to show up on the person's phone that's receiving it with a different number than what your normal telephone number is. So the most important thing that you need to remember is just you can change or edit the information in here. So I'm just going to put in here. I would even adapt it and say, as discussed, here's the information we were talking about, and put my details at the front. So that it would actually have that is going to show up, and you could include your name and your business app or business phone so that they know who it's from. Otherwise, it might they might wonder, and they're going to think about, well, is that a spam information? Now, of course, if you're sitting right next to them, they're going to see that information come up, and then they can just update that into their phone as your contact for your business app.
While you were scrolling, Karen, I just discovered that the person I sent the info to had watched a video, because I found the message in the
fantastic
in that deck, and it said that she'd watched the video at 4 p.m.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. That's excellent.
So that's why it's important to check your app regularly and go through all the deck of cards.
Yeah, terrific. Thanks, Robin, for that live example. All right, now for those that might have their app activated and they're sitting there, how about you maybe choose who's going to be your buddy, or maybe if somebody else is on the on this discussion at the moment, add them to your contacts and send them the video that comes up, and actually see what each of you get with that message. So I'm just sending that one through, and it comes up to show icebreaker sent.
I've tried to do that, but it won't allow me because all of the people here are already in the system.
Oh,
you know how it says,
yes,
it comes up with their name from my contact, and it says grayed out they're a distributor.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good point, Helga. So we need to get you another buddy. I wonder if you have my details and you can send one to me.
I'll try that. I'll do that.
Okay, great. I think that's really important, and that way then you can see what's going to come up on your phone, and you see how quickly it comes through as well. So even if you've maybe got somebody else in the house that's got a phone, they can just be your contact, and you can be practicing sending them information. All right, so let's have a quick recap of the menu. So when you log in with your ID, now the first time that you log in, it will then save that ID for you, so you don't have to constantly redo it, and it'll sit there as an app on your phone just like every other app. It'll be all ready for you to simply activate it every day. Once you come on, remember that you've got your deck of cards on the left-hand side. You've then got the messages, so that's where Robin was just talking about, that the messages remind you, just like a notification on Messenger or any Facebook ones. Then you've got your people, so all your distributors are going to come across automatically, and all your customers. And then you have your media, which is all your training resources. So now if we need to, when we're ready to add a customer, we simply press the plus. Then we add our contact. Then we can create a card to send them. So that would be the next step. So that's going to come up as a card for you after you've sent the details about the video. It will come up here. So I'm just going to have a look. I've got a couple of messages just on here. And let's just see if I can do this now. So I'm going to select this one, and So you'll notice there again that you can use this like a messenger field as well. So this is where the messengers will come through. Remember, it's not your phone number, it's the long code that's attached to this, but that will be your number for this app. Okay. Now I'm just going to pop into share a cart. And this brings up all of the product that's applicable for your particular area. Now, for example, if you have a customer that you've registered for America or maybe New Zealand, for that person, it will give you additional options as well. But of course, here in Australia, we've got our flagship products and with our resources available there. So you've got the key ones that automatically come up, but you can also add and create carts from here as well. So if I want to send this cart, you'll notice that that comes up there. I'm going to attach that cart to one of my customers, and then I'm going to send that. It's going to come up as next. And again, it gives you a prompt. It's going to send a message with that information. Again, I would personalize that just with a little bit of information, and then we send that off. Okay, now that's just come up on my phone straight away because I'm actually using my phone up here, and it gives a link that takes me directly onto the app, and I can just order straight away directly from there, from my phone. So just a quick recap just to see how we're going with everybody's questions. So we've identified for Robin where the messages came from, where those alerts were. Also, we have been talking about making sure we have a buddy as well, so so that you can forward the messages, you can forward the carts, and just trial out and see what comes up there. The other things that we wanted to identify was about where our contacts were. So that was a really great question, Andrew, and they are, just as a prompt, going to show up in our people, which is going to be just down the bottom here. So as we go in and we continue to add our contacts, either manually or directly from our contacts there, that's then going to give you the list. It's also going to let you know what you have done so far, and that was a really key point. Rather than having lists of things, books to check back in on, or maybe notes on your other app, everything is on here. It lets you know and gives you a record of all the conversations that you've had, all the information that you've sent, and allows you to simply follow that up with ease as well. Now, one of the other great factors about this is that sending an enrolment. So to be able to sign up a distributor. So you might be maybe in the coffee shop, you're talking to somebody, they're really interested in the business, they're really interested in just getting activated and getting things underway. And I think sometimes we need to remember, especially for, you know, a lot of people, the app is easy, or the phone is easy when it comes to doing business. If we look at what the goal is for LifeVantage, it's to be the Uber of network marketing. So to be able to simply create a business and to be able to have everything in the palm of your hand. Now, for those of us that might have grown up with taxis and they might think, well, Uber's not such a great, you know, it's still a rideshare process. But we've got to think about the different types of ways people communicate, whether they are baby boomer generation, whether they're Gen X, Gen Y, or millennial. And of course, often within the millennial generation, their life has been around apps, and they know that they can build a business. They know that they can communicate quickly and easily on this. And as we all are starting to realise, this is the new way forward. This is the actual oldest technology that we'll ever have in the palm of our hand, and we have the potential to build the biggest business possible. And we're just in the process of catching that wave now. Okay, so remembering you can add your contacts, you can actually send them a cart, a link straight away. Just the other night I was speaking on the phone and somebody wanted to send a link, they wanted to order the product straight away. I was able to quickly send a link from here with the cart, and they could place the order within 5 minutes. And that's just a really quick, easy way of allowing you to save time and to get things done. Now, of course, not everybody is like that. A lot of us like to take the time and build those relationships, but it's also about that ability to adapt and adjust to the environment as well. Okay, there's lots of great other opportunities on here as well. When you do enroll a distributor, the link automatically goes to them. They enroll as a distributor and they automatically receive the link to set up their app on the phone. Now, just before we did this training tonight, I sat down with my husband, who he said, make sure to tell them that I'm in fact a computer geek or non-computer geek, he said. He goes, I don't really know how to do much with apps or even to cut and paste on the phone or anywhere else, in fact. And we were able to go through and to add a customer and to send a cart and enroll a distributor in the space of 12 minutes. And that's just to demonstrate to you how quickly that can be done. So if you'd like to do it one-on-one, I'm happy to take you through it. Sometimes it's nice just to be able to sit next to somebody and to see the process. The apps or the resources that Ryan Godwin has created, which we've shared online, and are also we'll send the links again. There's a whole 23-minute video, but then there's also 2-minute videos that take you through each of the steps, just to simplify it for you as well. Be okay to take it slowly and just to take your time. And if I can ask you a favour, get it installed onto your phone. Make sure to open it and make sure to activate it. Remember, just before you step into any other social media, press the button, have a look at something, just one little thing, and share that with your buddy. Share it with me. I would love to get your emojis through, maybe a screenshot of what you found, or maybe a question that you've got. We're all here to help and support each other. It's new technology, it's new information. Some of us like to know how the clock works, others just want to know what the time is. So hopefully this has given you some key points of information and just reflect on what's working well for you and some opportunities that you might have as well.
That's fantastic, Karen. Thank you so much. Wow, wealth of knowledge. Yeah, I think I need to sit down with you in person.
Okay, let's book it in. Let's just do it. Happy to do it. And again, for those that are locally, I'm happy to come around. And look, we could probably just do it in a 15-minute, even if you just want to do a 15-minute session, or maybe you've got 5 minutes and you just want to try something out. Let's do it. I'm happy to be your buddy. Send me some messages through. I think maybe if you don't have my number, I'm on Messenger anyway. So it's just Karen Mahoney. My number, will be on there anyway. I can send that out in the information once we update this video. So
fantastic. Well done. So how's everyone feeling?
Yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking, but it's good.
Still learning, yeah.
Did you get my message, Helga?
I did, and I'm curious how you did it, because I'm trying to send you one and it just keeps saying, I'm excited, let's start working together, click here. And I'm thinking, hang on, I need to introduce you slowly. I just don't want to slam you with, let's start working together.
Maybe because Robin's already in there, Helga, that could be why.
I created.
Because I'm already activated and I have been for a few weeks.
Yeah, but but I've been activated for like 2.5 years. But she managed to send one through to me.
Yeah, you joined me up. I didn't join you up.
I can't add any.
So I created a new one for Robin, like a dummy one.
Okay, great. And that's a good way to do it.
But it just keeps coming up with when I go to send something. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe I'll follow through the process and
maybe just there might be a little just up the top on the left hand or right hand side, just a send or add.
Yeah,
I had to reboot mine about 3 times, my app, because I uploaded it before we had the roadshow in Brisbane.
So a really quick question, and you've probably already covered this. So you're sitting down, you add a contact.
Oh, so now I know what it looks like on the other end. I've got your message.
Oh, good. But it's
great. Activation in action. Good.
That's it. So you add a contact, a brand new contact, and then where do you go from there? I've just got a link, send enrolment link, but I don't want to do that.
No, that's great. And a good question. So you add the contact, and then that will bring up a new card on your deck.
Oh, I've got to go back to my deck because I haven't. There it is. Gosh, yep. See?
I got the enrolment form from you, Helga.
Okay.
That was like, marry me now.
Yeah. I'm just sending it you now. I found it, Robin. I want to share a 5-minute video. This is going to blow your mind.
Nothing's working from our end.
Oh, really? Would you like me to send you one?
Do you know this person personally? And then maybe I've missed a step.
No, that's great, Julie. You're in the right spot. So just say yes, and then
it won't let me say. It won't do.
I think you just hit next up the top, Julie. I did that too.
Yeah.
Import from contacts. I have to start again.
So how did my messages come through, Helga, to you? Did it look like what I had from you, or what did the text message look like? Because I haven't seen one.
It says, hello from Robin, smiley face, Helga. I want to share a 5-minute video that will blow your mind. By the way, it's me, Robin Ellis. This is a text-only number for my business. Add me to your contacts so you know it's me. Here's that video I told you about. Watch it. I'd love to have a talk to you. Well, I don't know if you can.
Email or mobile are required. And I'm trying to add a international phone number. It's not letting me add it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure about well, do you ordinarily send text messages internationally, Julie, with no problem from your phone?
Mainly through Messenger, not Messenger.
Yeah, it might be your carrier, so maybe, yeah.
Okay.
No, it sounds good. Maybe we'll get together and I'll just have a play around with it. And you know what? When we meet people, we can just say, look, I've just got this new. We just tell them. We just be honest and say we've just got this new device, a new method of sharing it. Do you mind if you're a tester?
That's
as well.
What I've been doing.
Yeah.
Well, I've got several sisters I could do that with, but
yes, that's perfect, Julie.
Let me add them.
It won't let you add them.
No, it just keeps asking me, do I know them personally?
Yeah, just say
yes.
You
just say yes, you do, and then if you go back into Julie, if you go back into sorry, I'm talking too loud. If you go back into the contacts or the people, you should see them in there because I've doubled up people before because I thought it wasn't going in.
I didn't enter all my contacts.
Your contacts should come across straight away, the ones that are in the Life Vantage one. So when you go there, Julie, into network, under your customers, it might already have
it does
your listing of people.
That's if your sister is in the system already, Julie.
Yeah, so if your sister's already joined, she'll be in there as a customer or a distributor.
Yeah, no, she's not.
Oh, well, yeah, well, just add her like you did before, because I came to that page and when I tried to hit yes, it wouldn't do anything. So I ended up going up to the top and hitting next on the button, and that took me to the next stage.
Yeah, I'll have another go after.
No worries.
And Julie, just in relation to that question about the mobile, the international number, so I've just got it up here. So when we go to, hopefully you can see that. So that's just come up there, and then there's a little button here that's got different symbols. If I select that, it then came up with the plus
sign. Put that in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what was in there anyway. But yeah, I'll work it out. I've got to go and recharge my phone now. Yeah, I'm doing two at the same time.
Oh, look at you! You definitely activated.
Warwick's daughter, and I'm trying to add my sister.
You're doing 3.
Oh, 3.
I'm talking to New Zealand.
Oh, you've got it all sorted, Julie.
I'm sure that it'll all work out when I've relaxed.
Yes, exactly. And again, just have a play with it. I think even if we go on there and watch a couple of the videos that are on the deck, and maybe go in and have a look at the presentations. There's a couple of questions that I've just sent to Pamela today in relation to the Australian videos and Australian presentations. So just getting those uploaded onto the app. So she's going to come back to me hopefully tomorrow after speaking with Ryan in the US. So
fantastic, fantastic.
That's great. It's great.
I'll stop recording now, and then we could just have a